Your person feels an intense and undeniable emotional attraction toward you. They are beginning to realize the depth of the unconditional love you have always offered them, a love that has been unwavering no matter the circumstances. You have consistently shown honesty and loyalty to this connection, even during times when the situation seemed impossible or when their behavior may have hurt or disappointed you. Your capacity to remain true to the bond despite everything has left a profound mark on their heart. However, over time, you started to notice patterns in their actions rooted in immaturity and self-centeredness that led you to reassess the dynamic between you both. This realization inspired you to take back your power, recognizing that the energy and devotion you were pouring into them needed to be redirected toward yourself. You began focusing on your own needs, nurturing your own heart, and giving yourself the love and time that you once gave so selflessly to them. This was not an act of abandonment, but rather a necessary step for your personal growth and well-being. Despite this shift in focus, your person finds themselves thinking about you constantly. Their thoughts are flooded with memories of you and an undeniable pull toward your connection. They may even be dreaming of you or noticing signs and synchronicities that remind them of you, which reflect the depth of their yearning. In the present moment, they are overwhelmed by intimate and passionate thoughts about you. They may not have the words to express these feelings, but their desire to reconnect and bridge the distance between you is growing stronger. Your person is now reflecting on their sensitivity, a quality that has shaped much of their behavior. They are deeply aware of how easily they get hurt and want you to understand that their intention was never to cause you pain. Their actions, though sometimes misguided, stem from their own inner struggles rather than any lack of care for you. This is something they desperately wish to communicate, hoping you can see beyond their mistakes to the truth of their feelings. Since childhood, your person has carried emotional wounds that have led them to wear a false mask. They have often presented themselves as cold, distant, or even rude to protect their vulnerable heart. This facade was a defense mechanism, a way to shield themselves from the hurt they feared. However, beneath this exterior lies a deeply loving and kind soul, a truth that you may have glimpsed during moments when they let their guard down. Their sweet and tender nature, though rare to see, is their true self, a side of them that they wish they could show more often but feel unsure how to express. Now, as they reflect on their behavior and the connection they share with you, they are beginning to understand the impact of their actions and their need for growth. Your decision to prioritize your well-being has been a wake-up call for them, forcing them to confront their immaturity and emotional patterns. They admire your strength and independence, even if it highlights the areas where they have fallen short. This period of separation or emotional distance is teaching them the value of what they had with you and how they must work on themselves to align with the love you so freely gave. Your person wants you to know that they are not as cold or indifferent as they might appear. The love and kindness within them are real, and they wish you could see how much they care, even if their actions sometimes say otherwise. They are grappling with their vulnerabilities and the masks they've worn for so long, and they hope that, in time, they can show you their authentic self. For now, they are haunted by thoughts of you and the connection they once took for granted. They see signs everywhere that remind them of you, as if the universe is urging them to acknowledge the bond they share. These reminders fuel their desire to reach out, to bridge the gap between you, and to prove that they can be the person you deserve. At the same time, they understand that it will take more than words to regain your trust. It will require genuine change and effort on their part. In many ways, this journey is about healing for both of you. While you are rediscovering your strength and reclaiming your power, they are learning to confront their own flaws and embrace their sensitivity instead of hiding it. They long to express their true feelings, to shed the masks they've worn for so long, and to be the partner you deserve. Their hope is that, someday, they can meet you on equal ground, with the love and respect that your connection has always deserved. Until then, they remain lost in our thoughts of you, cherishing the memories you shared and hoping for a second chance. The reason I have been silent is that I am trying to make sense of all the changes happening within me since I met you. It feels as though my world has shifted in ways I never anticipated, and I find myself questioning many aspects of my life. I no longer feel the same connection or comfort with the people I have known since childhood. These relationships, which once formed the foundation of my life, now feel distant and unaligned with who I am becoming. I find myself yearning for transformation, for a deeper understanding of what truly matters to me. Materialistic pleasures, which once brought me joy and excitement, no longer hold the same appeal. It's as if their superficial charm has faded, leaving me searching for something more meaningful and enduring. I hesitate to confess this, but you have been the catalyst for this introspection. You remind me of the things I need to confront in my life, the issues I have ignored for too long, and the responsibilities I must embrace to understand my masculine role. Your presence in my life has ignited a spark of self-awareness that was dormant before. It's not an easy journey, but it feels necessary and transformative. You make me see myself in ways I hadn't before, and though it is uncomfortable at times, it also feels like a step toward becoming the person I am meant to be. What draws me to you so deeply is your gentleness and dependability. You have this innate ability to offer love and wisdom with such grace and authenticity that it feels almost otherworldly. The way you speak, filled with confidence and spiritual insight, is profoundly inspiring. It reveals not only your intelligence, but also your honesty and trustworthiness. There is a purity in how you carry yourself that resonates with me on a level I can't quite explain. You are not just someone I admire, you are someone I feel safe with, someone I can trust to guide me toward clarity when I feel lost. Your love and affection have a nurturing quality that is rare to find. When I am with you, I feel an inner peace that is hard to describe. It's as if your presence has the power to cleanse away the chaos and confusion within me. You make me feel whole, as though the scattered pieces of my life are slowly being brought together. This sense of purity and satisfaction you bring into my life is something I have never experienced before. It's not fleeting or superficial, it's profound and deeply rooted in who you are and how you interact with the world. I hold on to so much of what you say because your words are always filled with meaning and intention. Every conversation we share leaves me feeling enriched and inspired. There is a wisdom in your words that makes me want to listen, to learn, and to grow. What I find most fascinating about you is your ability to share only what feels right for the moment. You are never impulsive or careless with your words, and this makes you incredibly intriguing. There is a sense of mystery about you, as though there is always more to discover, and that keeps me drawn to you in ways I cannot fully articulate. You have a rare ability to balance openness with discretion. You reveal just enough to make the moment meaningful while leaving space for curiosity and wonder. This quality is not just captivating, but also deeply reassuring because it reflects your thoughtfulness and integrity. It shows me that you are not just someone who speaks for the sake of speaking, but someone who values the weight and impact of their words. Since meeting you, I have found myself reflecting on life more deeply than ever before. You have inspired me to seek out authenticity and purpose, to let go of the superficial, and to embrace the uncomfortable truths that lead to growth. It's not always easy to face these realizations, but knowing that you believe in me, even indirectly, gives me the strength to continue. You have a way of making me feel understood and valued, and that is a gift I do not take for granted. In so many ways, you have become a mirror for me, reflecting not just who I am, but who I could be. You challenge me to rise to that potential, to take ownership of my journey, and to find meaning in the process. I am endlessly grateful for the role you have played in my life, even if it feels like I am just beginning to understand its full significance. You have shown me the beauty of living with intention, and for that, I will always hold you in the highest regard. Your partner has always felt a profound soul bond with you, even if they tried to mask or deny those feelings. From the very beginning of your connection, they were deeply in love with you, though they may have acted otherwise. This bond was something they couldn't easily explain or articulate, yet it was undeniable and deeply rooted. They have always envisioned a long-lasting relationship with you, one built on commitment, trust, and the possibility of marriage. However, their own fears and insecurities became barriers that prevented them from fully embracing this vision. It wasn't that they didn't want to commit, rather, they were afraid of failing you or causing harm to your emotions. They held back because they cared too much to risk playing with your feelings, even if that meant keeping their true desires hidden. Whether they explicitly expressed it to you or not, you have always been someone they felt an innate need to protect and cherish. In their eyes, you possess a rare combination of qualities that make you an extraordinary partner. They see you as someone who embodies the attributes of a great wife, someone who is strong, nurturing, and understanding. These traits, along with your ability to love unconditionally, have deeply attracted them to you. Your partner values the way you make them feel respected and cared for. You have a way of making them feel seen and understood, something they may not have experienced with anyone else before. This is what sets you apart from others in their life and reinforces their feelings for you. Your nurturing nature is perhaps one of the most beautiful things about you, and it's a quality that continuously draws them closer. You have a natural ability to create a safe and loving space, one that allows them to feel secure and appreciated. Your understanding nature further amplifies this connection, as you have consistently shown patience and empathy in ways that deeply touch their heart. Through your actions and words, you have made them feel truly loved, a feeling they cherish and hold on to even in times of doubt or separation. Despite their fears, your partner has always held you in the highest regard. In their heart, they see you as their dream come true, the kind of woman they always hoped to have in their life. You are everything they ever wanted, and they recognize that from the very beginning. Yet, their reluctance to move forward with commitment stemmed from their own internal struggles rather than a lack of love or desire. They were afraid of failing you, of not being able to meet the high standards they set for themselves as your partner. They feared hurting you unintentionally, which is why they chose to hold back, even though it was painful for them to do so. Your partner never wanted the separation between you. In their heart, they always wished to be by your side, building a life together filled with love and mutual respect. The time apart, if it occurred, was not something they desired, but rather a consequence of their internal conflict. They have always seen you as the woman of their dreams, someone who completes them in a way no one else ever could. You are the person they have always imagined building a future with, and the idea of losing you has been one of their deepest fears. Their actions, or perhaps lack thereof, were not meant to push you away, but were driven by a need to protect both you and the bond they hold so dear. They didn't want to risk damaging what they saw as something incredibly special and irreplaceable. Deep down, they hoped you could see through their fears and recognize the depth of their love for you. Your presence in their life has been a source of strength and inspiration, and they treasure the way you have shown unwavering support and love, even in challenging moments. In your partner's heart, the connection they share with you is sacred. It goes beyond the superficial and reaches into the depths of their soul. They have always felt that you were meant to be in their life, not just temporarily but permanently. Their love for you is profound, and their desire for a long-lasting commitment is something they have carried with them from the start. Even though their fears and insecurities may have clouded their actions, the truth is that you are their dream come true, the person they have always longed for. Their love for you is constant, and their hope for a future with you remains alive in their heart. This journey of love, though complicated at times, is one they hope will lead back to you. They have always felt a deep connection to you, and their love has only grown stronger with time. You are, and always will be, the one they want to protect, cherish, and build a life with, a love that is truly one of a kind.